Most of the times, like when students come to us, right, specifically Future Forward, and even prior to Future Forward, when they came to me, it's always about ideation, right? Like, where do I find new ideas? They are not like growing on a tree, and you cannot take new ideas from like somebody else. ChatGPT cannot generate them for you, because like if it does, it's already there. So it's kind of like a very, very quintessential question to say, like, how do I find these ideas? And one of the key aspects of this is look in the future work section of research papers. If you have an area of interest, let's say, for example, your area of interest is biomechanical engineering, like, bionic attachments. So go and look at bionic attachment papers. Science Direct has this, arXiv has it, like lot of websites have papers. Go and do a Google Scholar research. Find out the people whom you're interested in, whom you want to emulate. Find out the research that they've done. Find out the research papers. Then in those research papers, in the last like part of it, there's always kind of like future work or the limitations of this research, or like, these are some open questions. It's always there. Every paper is supposed to have it. Even if you write a paper, you're supposed to have it, right? So those questions are opportunities. Now, obviously, if you go back 5 years and look at those papers and their future work, I'm pretty sure some science fair kid has presented that research in the last 5 years. So don't bother, right? So try to be more current, more recent papers, and they will basically guide you in the right direction. Now, one of the key resources that I recommend for most of my students is arXiv, right? So arXiv is basically a pre-published website. It has very good quality research papers, and these are papers that students are currently working on. They are working on to publish it, but they've not actually published it to a journal. So they put it as a pre-publish in arXiv. And primarily the reason for this is because you kind of want to get your timestamp, right? Because somebody else might come with the same research, and then your research becomes old because you published late. You don't want to end up in that situation. So this is kind of like, getting a token and saying like, my research is this date and I put it on arXiv. So because of that, my research precedes some research somebody else would have done. So this is a cool opportunity, right? You can basically sort an arXiv by like the most recent date, and then you can use that to understand what your research is. And then from there, most of the time,